Carried by the English and later Prussian and German army, this famous saber saw duty right into the dawn of the 20th century. Its strongly curved blade is modeled after the Indian tulwar and is quite broad with a single wide fuller and a razor-sharp hatchet point. Its grip is made of wood covered with leather and features a stirrup hilt with a single knuckle bow to protect the hand. We offer it with a wood scabbard covered in leather to reduce weight, or with the traditional polished steel scabbard. But no matter which version you pick, you're sure to own one of, if not the best cutting weapons ever devised. This is the 1796 British Light Cavalry Saber, also known as the Blucher Saber. It's got a long, wide blade. Notice that the blade at this end is slightly wider than it is here near the hilt. When a blade is wider near the tip than it is near the hilt, it's called a hatchet point. So this sword has a hatchet point. Because of the configuration of the blade near the tip, it's extremely well suited for slashing. And cold steel sharpens the top edge too here, the false edge, for 7 inches from the tip, 7 inches back this way. I'm going to get rid of the scabbard now. The blade has a really nice big wide fuller. This takes some of the weight out of the blade and makes it pretty handy in the hand. You can wield this sword with a lot of dexterity. It has tremendous cutting power. This is my favorite saber of all. Of all the sabers ever made, this is the one I like the most because it cuts so well, and the curved blade gives you lots of advantages when you're using the point. Very few people understand that a curved blade thrusts just as well as a straight blade. Let me demonstrate. There you have a conventional fencing style lunge thrust. But I can also turn the blade this way and it'll thrust just as well. I can angle the point in. You don't always have to put the point in straight. I can turn it to go around obstacles in the way. I can go around my enemy's guard. I can go around his sword. I can go around his defenses just by turning the blade. The long suit, though, of the 1796 Light Cavalry Saber is its cutting power. This is what I mean. That, my friends, is your arm at the shoulder, maybe 3/4 of the way through a leg. Maybe it'll cut the whole leg off. And I didn't load up that hard. As I mentioned earlier, one of the things I really like about this 1796 Light Cavalry Saber is the blade. I've got the top edge sharpened right here. And I'm going to show you how you can use this. Sometimes as you're cutting, you'll miss and you'll come back like that. And you can make a really nice little cut with that top edge. Just like that. That will lay your face wide open. You won't know your name if you get hit with the back of the blade like that. It's frightfully effective. You don't necessarily need a samurai sword to cut through a 5-inch tatami mat. If you know how to use a saber and you have a good sharp saber, it can cut with the best of them.